Welcome. This is Super Genesis 2 Turbo, the podcast. It is a gaming podcast. I am your host, Like John, and my co-host, Mr. GaminTank.
Hello, everybody.
In this podcast, we just talk about everything video games for 30 to 45 minutes. New episode every Wednesday on GaminTank's YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, GaminTank, I am the host.
Yeah, I know. Somehow, I still became a co-host, even though Dark Morse isn't on. But I'm still the co-host, so I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't make the rules.
Yeah, apparently, neither do I. I mean, I post the podcast, but I don't get a say in this.
No, sorry. I'm just doing my job here. I get paid, apparently. But yes, I heard you got an Xbox One recently.
Yes, I did. And I did an unboxing of it on my channel recently on Friday.
Yes, yeah, you did. Yeah, I saw that it was some kind of ID claim.
Yeah. Because the music that I use comes from a website called Audio Micro. It's where I get the royalty-free music that I use on my channel.
Yes.
One of them had a content ID claim on it. Like, it would say where it is, and then I can see exactly which song it was. So I had to go through the support for the website, and they cleared it up in like 12 hours.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, it's a good console. I like it. Really enjoy the Connect functionality. Really fun. Really fun to shout commands at it.
Mm-hmm. Although
Yeah.
I don't get the whole hand motion thing because it doesn't work with too many of the... with some of the menus, it doesn't work. But with most of it, it'll work and it's fine. It's just moving your hand around.
It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's something new for me because I've never used a Kinect before.
So it's like trying to get the NES Zapper to work properly. No way. Yeah. Also the Super Scope. Yeah, I like that.
I've never seen this. I don't know anybody who's ever had a Super Scope.
Me and Dark Morris had. We played that stupid Super Scope game. Very fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Does he have a proper TV for it?
Yeah, it worked. It worked very well. It did. Dark Morris got mad at it a few times, but yeah.
Yeah. He does get angry on a few occasions, but it's okay.
And I heard you and him are building a giant cube in Minecraft. Tell us about that.
Well, it's not really a giant cube so much. It's just, well, we're calling it a giant cube, but it's not really symmetrical. It's not even to where you can call it a cube because it would have to be like all the sides would have to be the same, but two of them were just whatever. We just threw it together because we had this giant landmass, and he's thinking about what we could do with it. So we just started building walls around it, and it was like, okay, I'll go with it.
Sounds very fun.
Yep.
Very fun. I like Minecraft. I like the game a lot.
I
One
like
of my
Minecraft.
favorite games. Very relaxing to play.
Yeah, and when you have friends around, it's really good. It's just that my only problem is that I could get addicted to something like that, and I've had that like 3 times.
Yeah, me too. It's very addicting
Mm-hmm.
when you have stuff to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got Titanfall for your Xbox One. How do you like that game?
It's great. Although some of my probably the one thing I don't like about it is the fact that sometimes that there will be frame rate issues as I'm playing, and it's not even where there's a bunch of explosions going on in front of me. It'll just be me moving around, and then out of nowhere, it'll just start dropping frames. So
that happens.
Yeah, that's been a problem, but I'm assuming it's just something with the software, and they just patch it. Hopefully, they can fix it, and aside from that, I'm liking it. I could use better teammates though, so
Yeah, teammates.
yeah.
Yes, teammates. They're need good friends. Good friends. Who cares if you lose?
Well, someone who's competitive would really like to win a few games, but for me, it's that I've played about 20 games in it, and I've only won about 7 or 8. So
Ah,
yeah, something like that can get really discouraging.
yeah. Me, Derek Morris and I got Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes recently.
Yeah, how was
That's
it?
really fun. Kiefer Sutherland.
Huh.
He's Jack Bauer. Jack Bauer, 24.
Yeah, I
But
never saw that.
I do miss David Hayter. He just he just is Metal Snake in a way. But yes, it's fine. Jack Bauer's fine. He's funny.
Now,
The game is short, yeah. It is. It'll take you a while to. It'll take about you 2 hours to get through the game and watch all the cutscenes and watch all the stuff. But there are game modes, little missions you could do, and yeah. There's quite more. There's a lot of stuff in it. Lots of replayability.
ah, okay. Yeah, I was recommended by Dark Merce to just get the Phantom Pain instead.
Oh yes,
To just
yes.
skip Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great idea. Just wait for that game. It'll, blow your socks off. All right, let's get into the news. You're the news guy, right?
Yes, I am.
You got a desk? You got a
Uh,
typewriter? Suspenders?
no, I don't.
A whole news office? And your boss is very angry all the time. He shouts at you and yells at a scar. No?
No.
Aw.
Yeah, that would be interesting, but no, I don't have that. Okay, so the first story is that Bulletstorm was unexpectedly removed from Steam, and well, that was pretty much it for that. But there was a possible there is speculation that it could be the end of Games for Windows Live, the service.
Aw.
So maybe games that run off that kind of service are going to be going away soon, which hopefully not because some of the games.
And that was live, eh?
Yeah, it was for it's just the PC platform that I guess it was supposed to be the Xbox Live for PC, but then Steam came around and became a much better service. So if it does, since it is removed, hopefully it comes back again to Steam because that is an interesting shooter to
It
play.
is. It is. You have a shotgun that has four barrels in it, and you could shoot. There, you get this ability where you could shoot them all at once.
Yeah,
That was a very interesting weapon. It's like it's like twice the Doom.
Hmm.
You know the shotgun,
yeah.
but doesn't have the crazy spread.
Hmm. Yeah, I never got that far into the game, so like I never really played it. I only played a demo of it on Xbox 360, so I don't know too much about the game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So also Square Enix remade one of their boss battles from Final Fantasy 14. They just remade one boss battle using the sprites from the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom games that they had that they made for it. So you'll see like a character sprite from Final Fantasy, it's Final Fantasy 4 and stuff like that, and they just remade the boss battle, and it looks really good.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen this this headline. They have been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, they on one of the channels they've been doing it with a lot of the recent. I believe it's just like the recent games they've been doing that with, which
Why? Why do you think they're doing this?
mm,
I think they're doing it to just try gauge fans,
just
so they would maybe they would like to bring in more old school top down RPGs.
well, there could be a couple things that there could be a few things that you could get from that. One of them could be that maybe they want to make a 16-bit game, Who
They
knows?
could. They could. They're testing the waters.
Maybe they're just doing it for just something nice to watch because there are videos out there like somebody will take scenes or battles from a game and then they'll make it they'll alter it and change it a different way. Like the opening scene for The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I've seen a 2D version of it, and maybe they're just doing what those guys are doing. Just something nice to watch. Just videos, but it could be anything.
I believe they made a very new, modern CG um, preview, little cinematic video depicting some scenes from Final Fantasy VII.
Hmm.
In this video, this is pretty much what I believe that started all this Final Fantasy VII remake business going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we're talking about Square Enix, we can talk about the sale that they're having this month, and the sale is going to work like this. Like a bunch of their older games are going to be, it could be anywhere between 20 to 50% off, and here's how it works. If you buy one game, it's 20% off. You buy two games, it's 30% off. You buy three games, it's 50% off. And any order over $100 will get you free shipping in the continental U.S. So if you're in Alaska or Hawaii, tough luck.
Aw.
Yeah. And
What games?
the games that are available for this are Dead Island Game of the Year Edition, Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut,
Ooh.
both PS3 and Wii U versions.
Wii
The
U.
Dead Island game will be Xbox 360.
Ah.
Dungeon Siege 3, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Final Fantasy, I believe that's 14 or something like that. Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn. Is that 14?
Yes. Yes. I know. That's the remake. No, that's some kind of expansion redone version.
Okay. I don't have this typed properly on my word processing thing.
Bean.
Yeah. No, I don't use Bean. I use WordPad. It's the same thing.
Bean's better.
Bean is for Mac only.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, Final Fantasy Realm Reborn for PS3 and PC. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Rings of Fate for the DS. Final Fantasy 3 for the DS. Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 for PS3 and Xbox 360.
Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2.
Mm-hmm. So both of them will be in that sale.
I believe Final Fantasy 3 is a downloadable title on the Wii. Ooh, yeah.
Final Fantasy 3?
Yeah.
This one is for the DS version. So anybody with a DS or 3DS and you want to go and get it, I guess now is the best time.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So funny to say.
The system you don't hear about, which is sad because
I have one.
yeah. Any games you play on it?
Oh, yes. I played quite a lot. A lot.
Okay. Well, and then the other games are Hitman Absolution Professional Edition for PS3 and Xbox 360. Hitman Trilogy HD for PS3 and Xbox 360. Just Cause 2, PS3, Xbox 360. Yeah, I'm going to be saying this. Actually, no, that's the last time I'll be saying that one. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. It's a weird name. For PS3. Kingdom Hearts 2 for PS2. Lords of Arcana for PSP. Metro Last Light for PS3 and Xbox 360.
Metroid.
Yeah,
They didn't make that game.
I know. It just slipped. Supreme Commander 2 for Xbox 360 and PC. Now, the interesting thing is that Thief and Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 were said to be eligible, but in the press release, they're not eligible. Also, any pre-owned or DLC or any edition that comes with the soundtrack, none of those are eligible.
You want the sales for those new game titles. They'll be unaltered, I guess.
Yeah, it's strange that a lot of them are from older systems like the DS and the PS2.
They're bringing them back. They're bringing them back.
Yes, it's really interesting. So, if you want anybody living in the, or anybody that wants these deals, it's gonna go from now to March 30th. So, oh wow. So
Few
by the
days.
so by the time that this podcast comes out, you'll have a few days to get it.
Wednesday.
Is it?
Wednesday.
Yeah, the podcast comes out on Wednesday, but wow.
Next story.
Okay, well, you know about the whole documentary on searching for ET, right? Like the ET cartridges that were buried by Atari.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, the guys who
Roswell, New Mexico.
what?
New Mexico.
Yeah, in New Mexico. Well, the studio that wanted to make a documentary on it a while ago, they had it had to be delayed until February 27th. Well, recently they were denied access by the New Mexican Environmental Department, saying that their claim is too generic to allow the digging to happen. And also in 2004, um, they reported hazardous chemicals to be in that landfill. So,
Generic.
yeah, to,
Generic. Is that generic?
that is true. It's not really generic. I mean, when you think about it, oh, we're looking for a bunch of plastic cartridges that were buried by a big video
Yeah, for
game
video
company.
games.
Yeah, for video games inside of a landfill. I don't think you can ever go to someone and tell them that. Yeah. This documentary was actually supposed to be released later this year on the Xbox One, and it was supposed to be that, and it was also supposed to cover the video game crash of '83.
Ooh.
So, now it's either delayed or it's going to be canceled. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
well.
So
I want to watch this documentary.
yeah, once we can find more, we'll keep you updated.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. Also, Sony seems to be having trouble having PS4s ready for customers. That I guess because of the high demand for PS4s, Sony won't be able to meet those demands until the summer.
A shortage with the cameras, right?
I don't know.
It's a shortage.
Yeah, no, it's a shortage on PS4s.
Oh, yeah, with PS4s. Yeah, oh, yes.
Which says
And
a
the
lot. I mean,
cameras.
they sold about 6 million systems, so that's very cool. My voice is going out.
They possibly sold more than Xbox One unless Microsoft is not disclosing how many that they sold. Heaped.
They have sold 6 million. Microsoft has sold 3 million Xbox Ones. Which now with the release of Titanfall, that might help. You know, you can go and get your bundle, which actually ties into the next story. Which some retailers are actually selling the Titanfall bundle Xbox 360 for $50 less. So you save $50
Ooh.
on your. You can go to Amazon, you can go to Best Buy, and you can go to Walmart. For Amazon, you have to use a certain code that they have, which is X1 Amazon. So if you plan to get it from Amazon, that's where you go. But other stores like GameStop, Target, Kmart, and even the Microsoft store still have it at regular price.
Ah. I see.
Yeah. And since we're still talking about Titanfall and Xbox and stuff, there's a rumor going out that EA will be publishing the sequel to Titanfall, and it will
Oh,
not be a
yes.
Microsoft console exclusive.
Aw.
So you'll see Titanfall 2 or whatever they'll call it on like the PS4.
They'll call it Titan 2 Fall. Ha ha ha.
Jeez. Another Titan Falls. Ah,
Yes. Yes.
I think yours was better.
Sure.
Okay, and just because I want to get more Xbox and Microsoft stuff out of the way, it's been said that Microsoft players might be rewarded for their good behavior in games.
Ah, yes.
Now,
Yes, I heard this.
we're not sure what the rewards could be. But
I like this.
if you go into your Xbox Live account, you could see like how they rank you, whether you're a good player and stuff like that. So if you're good in games, then you're not quitting in the middle of a game, which has happened to me once. Like
Ah,
it happened once, but it wasn't really my fault. I was testing out the Twitch streaming while playing Titanfall, and Titanfall crashed in the middle. Like right as soon as the game started, it crashed.
ooh,
Yes, so that one's not my fault.
no,
Yes,
it happens.
yeah. So we're not sure of the rewards. If we get more information on it, we'll let you know.
We'll keep you updated.
Yes, and the company behind Mighty Number Nine just showed off some alpha gameplay at GDC.
Ooh, yeah, this is quite the game.
From what they showed the enemies, they showed like an alpha build of one of the stages, and it seems more like a Mega Man X game than it is a Mega Man spiritual successor.
Ah, yeah.
So because the level encourages more dashing and wall jumping, so that's gonna be kind of cool. I can't wait to play it.
Just jump and shoot. Just jump and shoot.
Yeah,
Because of this whole Mighty Number Nine, this developer, this guy that made behind the Metroidvania games, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the developer, one of this, I forget his name. I'm not too sure his name, but he left Konami, I believe, and started his own company. He's
yes.
gonna start making more Metroidvania games.
Wow,
That's pretty cool.
I cannot wait.
The world needs more Metroidvania.
Yeah. Okay.
Batman Black 8.
Yeah, we could use more of that too.
Yes.
Okay, and there's some interest with the creator of somebody who works at, I believe, Sega is saying that
Ah,
they're still interested in making kickstarting Shenmue 3. They're still interested in making it.
ooh, yes, I heard the story. Not so much Kickstarting, but
Crowdfunding.
the creator just I believe he just expressed interest
Yeah,
in the third installment.
that they are interested in making a third game. It's just that Sega will not fund it, and don't take this as confirmation as that they're only that they will that they are going to do it. Um, I guess one of the people that work in the company, Yu Suzuki, is only researching Kickstarter. There's no goal for it, and there's no confirmation that they're actually going to go through with the Kickstarter. So just know that there is interest, but there's nothing that's going to say this is going to possibly happen.
What can happen is that Nintendo could do this. Nintendo could help finance this thing, like they did with Bayonetta 2.
That is true. I mean,
They could do it. That would be a great exclusive for the Nintendo Wii U.
yeah,
That would get it's a hardcore Sega fans on board.
yeah.
If they're not already.
It'll sell a lot of systems. I mean,
Yes.
people want their Shenmue 3. Hey, just help out this system that's not doing so well. Kind of, not really doing so well when it comes to that generation of consoles.
I love Nintendo, but that Wii U, meh.
Not the greatest thing ever, but then again, the games I played never really pushed it to its limits.
And more than that, Dark Morris keeps talking about Assassin's Creed 3.
Yes. No.
Never shuts up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to find what the developer's name was. Go on.
Okay. You've heard of Twitch Plays Pokemon?
Yes. Yes, they finished, was it Chrysalis? Was it Crystal?
Yes, they've finished Pokemon Crystal.
Now they're moving to Emerald.
Pokemon Emerald, and they've gone past 2 gym badges in 2 days already.
Now how is this? I believe this all works because this is just Twitch the data. It's data thing.
Yes.
It's Twitch, the system is playing the game
Mm-hmm.
and
So you go
feeding
into
it.
yeah, you go into the chat, you type in what command you want like the command that you type in will be one button press or something like that, and then it just goes through the game. You have like a bunch of people in it, and they eventually get to the end.
Ah, very
Now,
interesting.
I was told that there's some parts in Pokemon Emerald where not sure if they'll make it there or not because it's like where you have to push boulders. I don't remember. I haven't played Pokemon Emerald in like years. So good
Okay,
luck to them.
okay, sorry. The developer's name is Koji Iga Roshi. Rashi, yeah.
Well,
Castlevania.
the one who left Konami.
Yes, good joke. Koji Iga Rashi, yes. Yes. I'm not sure what his company's name, but that's the developer. Gonna make some
Well,
more Metroidvania games. Yeah!
okay. And the developer of Flappy Bird says that Flappy Bird isn't dead.
Yes,
That
it's
it's only
coming
resting.
back.
So right now, people are speculating a relaunch of the game.
It went south. Now it's gonna come back. Migrated.
It went south for the winter.
Yeah, it is winter here in Canada.
Well, it's not winter here anymore. Okay. And an Australian gamer has been accused of hacking the Riot Games servers for League of Legends. They hacked
Yes.
the way how it went down is that they hacked the server to obtain the IP address for other players, and then they would sell them to some other players like their competition, so that way they can like launch a DDoS attack, which would prevent them from going online. This guy made 880 transactions in the past month.
Ooh,
Yes,
that is suspicious.
yes, and I believe he has been arrested for that. So
Very. That's. He'll get what he deserved.
yeah, it's kind of weird how he's like the way to do better than the competition is to completely sabotage them. I mean, why would you want to go and do that? That's horrible.
Yeah, and just playing a game.
Yeah, play the game. If you lose, deal with it. I mean, I lose games in like I was saying earlier. I lose games in Titanfall. I mean, does that mean I want to go and get the IP address of them and launch a DDoS attack? No. It means I'll go on Twitter and ask if anybody wants to play because I need better teammates.
You're right. The right bumper you can't push down on. You have to push it to the side.
Yeah,
You're right. That's a little odd, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really bother me when playing.
Well,
It's,
it
it's a little
bothered
bit
me
weird.
like the first day I was playing it, but then after that I got used to it.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
Yeah. And that's it for the news.
That's it for the news.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And we're doing a topic here. Topic is, are gamers lazy? Now, I would have to say, it depends what kind of gamer you're talking about. Some kids will, they won't do their chores or homework or sleep because they're playing games too much.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wasn't where I was thinking the topic was gonna go.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, where I thought the topic was gonna go is that like when somebody would progress through a game, would they want to try and find the easy way out instead
Ooh,
of
that's
figuring it out on their own? That's what I thought you meant by lazy. Like, are they too lazy
go either way.
to learn the game on their own? But
It
okay,
goes either way. Like, just when they play the game, being lazy not to do everything in the game or cheat to
Yeah.
make it further. And also outside of gaming, are they lazy?
that's an easy one. That's probably a yes because I mean, what's more interesting, doing like something like homework or playing a video game where you're always doing something exciting?
I like to think that gamers are pretty responsible and they know when to stop gaming, when put down the controller and actually take care of schoolwork or go to their job or some other obligation.
To take
So
care of the things that take priority over gaming.
yes, yes, priorities.
Yes.
I like to think that they take care of that, but there are those gamers that um, just push everything aside, and so they have more time for gaming, and they just forget about the world.
Well,
That happens.
yeah. I mean, I've done it on a few occasions.
That happens.
Not the best thing to do.
But
So
I'm not sure that you say that's lazy. That just means they are.
just
Uh,
can't get. They just can't get their priorities straight. You know, they can't figure out that. Oh,
well, apparently
this.
to them that game is more important than to take care of himself, like exercise, eat right, or be social and interact with other people face to face is
What are these things
not
you
as
speak of?
interesting.
I
Not
have.
interesting to
I do not know these things you speak of.
the gamer. It had. Well, I do like to think that we are gamers. We're a very diverse group. Very diverse.
Yeah.
So many different types.
Because you can have the hardcore gamer who just sits. You can have the person who just sits down and plays like it's the only thing that they want to do, and that's what they'll make time for. All the way to
Yes.
the casual gamer who'll just play for a couple minutes, and then once they get to a certain point, they're like, okay, put it down, and then go and do other things.
Yes,
So
I'm the same way. Well, I'll game. I'll make time for gaming. I'll make time for gaming. But I won't. Other stuff do take priority. Like me, I go to some friends, work or chores, whatnot. They, I'll make sure I got all that squared away, and it's just so I could focus on gaming. Because I cannot focus on enjoying gaming if I have all those things around swirling in my head. They have to be taken care of. I have to have peace of mind for me to enjoy the game. Otherwise, those are just over my head, and I can't just sit there and enjoy the game. You know.
yeah,
But this is kind of. I'm not sure if this is about on topic or not. I like to think it is.
yeah, it is.
It's being lazy.
Yeah,
Lazy gamers. Kids. Very young kids, maybe I would say.
well, yeah. I mean, you gotta look at it through their perspective because they do have all that time on their hands. I mean, when I was when I was a lot younger, all it was is that you go to school and come home, do your homework, and then there was a bunch of time to do whatever. Except it would be like go to school, come home, cartoons are on, do homework, and then there's video games. So there was always time for video games, but then there was always time for something else, like for other things to do, like go outside, just go and hang out with neighbors. I don't do much of that anymore.
No,
No.
it was yes, it's a very fun time. Just come home, game, television, homework, sleep, fun.
Hmm.
Not a care in the world.
Yep.
But what in you gamers, are they lazy? I would
Um.
say. Go ahead.
Hmm. It's funny because that isn't that the stereotype that people have for gamers that they're lazy. All they do is just play video games. But
Yeah,
the answer is no.
yeah, it is no.
You just have that small. You just have that small amount of gamers that actually are lazy. That they just sit down and play video games all day.
The
And it kind of
media, the
and it
media
kind
likes to focus on the
of on
bad
them. They like to focus on that group,
because
and
they're
then they
more
can just
interesting.
and then they can just they can give us all that same. You know, they say we're all like that, but no, it's just a small group that's like that.
Generalize.
Yeah.
We're not lazy.
Yeah, I
No.
mean,
A lot of us are very responsible. We get things done.
yeah.
We games are a hobby, a leisure activity, entertainment. The some of us even there's even athletes now. We're even athletes now. We're qualified as athletes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I believe
All
that's
those
for
League of Legends.
esports.
Yes.
All right,
Well,
well,
even and those Koreans too as well.
I'm gonna go play League of Legends so that way I can call myself the athlete again.
We're athletes. Yes, in a way.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, when you think about it, you're just sitting down at a video game and playing it. I mean, when I think of athlete, I think of like a basketball player or a football player or somebody who's playing soccer or baseball or something like that. Where you're moving more than just your fingers. But I guess if it counts as a sport, then it counts.
Chess is a sport.
That is true.
It's more
Then I guess the best way to look at it is what really defines a sport. Like, what is the actual definition of a sport?
competitive. Being competitive.
Something competitive? So, anything. So, if I went and got my Magic the Gathering cards, then I play against somebody else. That can. And, like, the Magic the Gathering stuff you see on Twitch TV, that stuff could be considered a sport?
It is, but it's not just recognized by the world.
Okay.
League of Legends, then now that stuff is recognized.
Yeah, I think it's huge. Even though I don't play it, uh, I do acknowledge that it is a huge it's a huge game.
It does take a lot to know to be good at the game.
Yes,
You
so
gotta you have to break it down to a science. You have to know all these spells. You gotta know the cool times, the damage, how much mana it takes. Magic points, I'm not too sure.
yeah, I don't know too much either.
And recognize all these strategies and get teammates, and just that there's a lot. There is a lot to it.
Hmm.
Yes, gamers are not lazy. We're not lazy at all. Very responsible, but the media likes to focus on the bad. They do. They
Yeah,
do.
you just got to stop listening to whatever's giving out this stereotype of gamers, and then you just go and talk to actual gamers, and then you'll get the answer that you need. Are gamers lazy? No. Are some gamers lazy? Possibly.
We're very diverse and cannot be defined. There's a lot of different factions, a lot of different groups.
Yeah, you have your MMO players, you have your first-person shooter players, you have your casual gamers, you have your hardcore gamers. You have ones that do well, I don't know if that really like gaming journalism.
Meh. Yeah, that's a group.
Yeah, you have people who do. You have people who just do game reviews online just for fun. You know, we play the game, we talk about it in front of a camera.
True.
Yeah,
Like Dick Morris.
and myself.
Yes, you too.
Like, okay, yeah, just Dark Morris. I'm not really, I don't do videos online.
It's like, oh, GaminTank, you are adequate as well.
Yes. So, I've got a question for you. Did you hear the last episode of our podcast?
Um,
Of Dark Morris's whole, what am I trying to say? His retro gaming quiz.
oh yes,
What did you
this
think of it?
quiz. Very brutal. Very strict. Very. Mm, what's the word? There's. I'm not too sure about the right word. I think I said those words are adequate, I guess. But
Yeah.
there's still one word I want to say that I don't know that describes it perfectly. That it's serious, a very serious quiz. Not quiz, is a test.
Yeah.
I would fail it. I'd probably get like 60.
Well, when you think about it, it's just a quiz about what game have you passed? What
No,
have you done in a game?
no, it's a test.
Does that? Yeah. Well, fine. A test that says, "Oh, have you passed this game? Have you done this in the game?" Um, does it really need to? Do you really need to be defined as a retro gamer if you've played a bunch of old games? I mean, you can have like a good collection of old games that you enjoy and still be a retro gamer. Which
Yes,
is why I don't agree with tests like that.
it was it was a fun test.
Yeah, I mean, I was still willing to take it, but I don't agree with it at all.
No, it was just for fun.
Yeah, it's just something that's fun.
It was a nice change of pace in your podcast.
Yes. Which, speaking of, I believe we are off topic.
Yes, yes, we are. We're not lazy. We are not. But diversity in gamers. That's a different topic. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Okay, episode 9. Episode 9, I will not be here. I gotta go do other stuff, and Dark Morris will be back to fill his hosting duties. Also, a surprise guest will be on episode 9, Master Wayne.
Can't
You might know him.
Yep. I can't
Wayne
wait.
Campbell.
I,
Spaghetti Wayne.
I really can't wait.
Spaghetti Wayne, he's known as.
Really?
Yep. Yes. Nickname. Dark Morris gave him.
Oh, okay. Well, still can't wait. It's gonna be
Christmas. At the G1 Christmas party.
Oh.
Pretty sure it's Spaghetti Wayne.
Huh.
Yep. That'll be interesting.
Yep.
That's been another episode of Super Genesis 2 Turbo the Podcast. This is episode 7?
8.
8, okay.
Yeah, 8.
Yes, 8. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right.
I'm your host, Polite John.
And I'm GaminTank.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.